I spoke to him yesterday afternoon. Got shocked by the news and was very sad because he's been a good leader for the staff. I've worked with him before in Sweden, and we worked really well together. And I'm very sad that it got to this point. So, yeah.
And can I ask as well about? I understand he told the players in person this morning, but what's been the reaction from the team?
Yeah, we got made aware this morning in our team meeting before we went out to train, and yeah, like Renee said, a bit sad. You know, Jonas has been our leader for the last 4 years, and he's obviously made the choice to step away just now, and you know, we have a huge amount of respect for him, and now, yeah, as a group and players, you know, as a part of the leadership group, we have to get the players together, and obviously it's a big change, but we need to move forward now and you know, change our focus to what will be tomorrow's game.
Can I ask, do you think that there is more pressure and greater expectation on managers in the women's game than ever before, or not? I mean, there was kind of a lot of talk about the pressure that was on him over the last few weeks, but have you seen a shift in kind of the growth in that expectation?
I think especially coming to a big club like Arsenal, definitely has changed. From where I come from, Netherlands, Sweden, where I've worked before. I haven't worked in England for so long, but obviously I've been following it from the outside. I think definitely. It comes with a lot of positives. Obviously, that it's very big now, it's very alive. There's a lot of fans and supporters, a lot of people involving and engaging, which is very positive. But then it comes with this as well, yeah.
And what about what this means for you? You've been placed in interim charge. Your reaction to that and how you're feeling about the opportunity?
I feel, when I got the question yesterday, I felt like if this is how we need to go forward, I'm happy to do it because I care about the team, I care about the players. I've been here for a year now, massive club, so I'm happy to help. Yeah.
Is it a role that you would like to do full time, to be considered for that full time position?
Right now I just focus on especially these next 2 games that are ahead of us, which are very important games for us, and then the future. I'm not so concerned about that.
And just final question from me, for both of you really, is how do you park everything that's happened and look ahead? You know, you mentioned those 2 games, but obviously you're back in Champions League action tomorrow. How are you all feeling approaching that fixture?
Yeah, I think you know, a strength of maybe what Jonas has left is that, you know, there is the foundations here, and this incredible club has got, you know, everything in place for us to succeed. So yeah, we move forward with that and refocus and bring the group together, leading into our second Champions League group game tomorrow, which, you know, is a really important one. We've gone through the, you know, tactics and stuff today. Yeah, and we look forward to that. But yeah, it's just bringing everyone together and refocusing, and, you know, ultimately our job is to get out there and play as players, and that's what we need to focus on.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Emily, BBC.
Hello, nice to meet you. You said you spoke to him yesterday, and I understand the meetings were held yesterday. Do you know what they look like? Was it a mutual decision from both parties when for him to leave?
It's not my up to me, I think, to talk about that. He just told me the story and how he felt about it, and all I felt like a lot of respect for him, because he's been very resilient for a long time. He's been working incredibly hard for a long time. So all I feel is respect for him.
Do you know what the club are kind of looking for in the next manager? What qualities will they have to possess?
I think it's probably not one for us to comment on right now.
Is there a timescale on it? Do you know roughly?
Again, probably not one for us.
Can I get some team news then for the game tomorrow? It's quite an important Champions League game for Arsenal.
Yeah. So we have Lina Hurtig back in the squad, which is very positive. She's been working hard for a long time to come back. Otherwise, no news.
Okay, just leave that.
Yeah.
Kim, how do you keep your team going? You're obviously captain of Arsenal. In a period of uncertainty like this, how do you keep them going for an important game tomorrow?
Yeah, like I said earlier, I think after we were told the news this morning, we kind of regrouped a little bit as a player group, and just took everyone together and just said, we have to refocus and move forward with these games, which are incredibly important. They're coming thick and fast just now, so it's hard enough as it is to stay focused with that. And then this obviously added change adds to that, but obviously just expressed along with other leadership players to refocus, take huge individual responsibility and also be as supportive as we can to our staff. And Renee going into the interim manager role, and that's basically what we said, and that's all we can do. Yeah, it's challenging, but it's there's been a few occasions in my career, because I've played a long time, this happened, and I think the most important thing is us staying together and putting on a really good performance tomorrow night.
Do you think this change has come at the right time for your team?
I don't really have comment on that.
Okay. And do you finally just have a message for the fans in this period of uncertainty? Like, what have you got to say to them?
Yeah, we I think, like Renee kind of spoke about earlier about the growth in the game, and there's all these different changes and expectations, and we love our fans, and they've grown in so many numbers over the last number of years coming to support us at the Emirates, and we get another occasion to do that tomorrow, and we're obviously incredibly grateful for them, and we hope we can go out onto the pitch and put a performance that they're proud of and get us back to winning ways. I think that's the most important thing.
Thank you. Let's look.
Thanks, Renee. Aisha.
Hi, Renee, nice to meet you. Do you think there is an additional spotlight on Arsenal as a club? You just touched on it there, Kim, about the number of fans, but almost because you guys have so many fans, there's that additional pressure when you have a string of maybe substandard results.
Again, it depends on how you look at it. I think it's great how sport gets so big, especially how the women's game has grown and how it engages so many people in society, from all layers, from all types of people. So I think it's very positive. That it comes with pressure, I think it does. Yeah.
And in terms of the timing of it, so close to such an important Champions League fixture, do you have any sort of comment on that? How that makes it difficult?
Like somehow we were already with our eyes on this next game, which is going to be played tomorrow, and we stay there. So the whole staff and players group have their eyes set on the game tomorrow. So it's even more a trigger for us to be in the moment, to be in the here and now, and focus on the task that's in front of us.
And there's been a lot of talk about this situation potentially happening. Were you prepared? Did you really think that this might be something that you would have to take on?
No, I was not prepared. I was totally 100% loyal to the work I was doing for Jonas and for the team. So that's what I was focused on.
Thank you.
Awesome, thank you. We'll come to the call now. Do a few from there. Tim, do you want to kick off?
Yeah, sure. Hi, Renee. I just wanted to ask a logistical question first. Maybe it's too early for this, but I know, like on match days, you have that liaison role with the analysts on the bench, and I wondered who's going to be taking on that role tomorrow night, whether Mel in particular, and I guess also like how much drawing on. I know you've had lots of head coach experience, but some of Mel's head coach experience as well, and I don't know whether she'll be in the dugout as well tomorrow night.
Well, actually, this season we changed, so it's Aaron in contact with Mel from the bench, and that will stay the same. Obviously, there's now a new free seat, so we're going to have a meeting this afternoon with the staff and organize ourselves.
Thanks for that. And just a second question from me. I mean, this probably won't be the circumstances you wanted it in, and probably a bit of a strange day for Arsenal, but are you looking forward to being back in the dugout tomorrow night and being a head coach again?
I'm looking forward to fine-tuning these small margins, because I think it's been about small margins, and that's what I look forward to, getting on the right side of it. So putting a couple of extra percentages in as a staff, as a players group, and then getting things over the line and turn it around. That's what I look forward to.
Thanks, Renee.
Thanks, Tim. Amanda?
Yeah, Dan, is it okay if you're doing Swedish for Swedish television?
Would rather we start to English if we can.
Yeah, for sure. Renee, the United update, first of all, what does it mean to have her back in the squad?
She's a player with very strong specific qualities, which definitely can contribute to us as a team. And obviously it means a lot for her individually after a long period away from the pitch, being back again. And they've been really careful with a really good progression for her to come back. She's been on the pitch for a while now, but we feel the right moment to see her now she's ready.
Yeah, and in football, things move quite quickly. Obviously, you guys found out about this yesterday. How is it to switch from that into the Champions League game tomorrow?
We have a really good staff. We work really well together. A lot was already prepared behind the scenes. Players, everything stays the same for players. So we only have a task in front of us, and that's what we're going to focus on.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
Kit from the Times.
Hello, one for Kim, please. Just at times like this where there's a little bit of uncertainty around the club and it's obviously a challenging week off the field, how important is it for senior players like yourself to maybe step up and take slightly more responsibility?
Yeah, I think including myself, there's several players who've been at this club a long time, which I think in times like this is incredibly, can be helpful because we've been a part of the club for so long. So yeah, it is of course a responsibility of mine and other leaders who've been at the club a longer time and are in those roles to step up. But I hope we always do that day in, day out, and regardless of whether there's change, good or bad, we continue to lead in the same manner always. So yeah, we will continue to do that.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. We'll leave it there.